do you got? What do you got? What do you got, Emma? What is that? What's going on, YouTube? OCD 3DC here. I hope you enjoyed that little video at the beginning of this. As you guys can see, I have a very unskilled hunting boxer. And, you know, anything she can get her mouth on that moves outside, she's all over it. But anyway, we've got a couple of packages here to open up. And one of them is new to the Spydercos Collector Club, so that'll be interesting. We also have another package that is from a viewer that has some knives that I'm going to be doing some mod work on. Little unboxing knife here. We're going to use my Gale Bradley 2. I hadn't been carrying this for a little while, and I put it back in my pocket a few days ago, and man, I love the GB2. It's just a fantastic knife all the way around. It's great in hand, just everything about it. The hollow grind on this M4 blade, the size, it carries well, just an awesome knife. So, let's just go ahead and get into this little package here and see what we're working with. It's got a tremendous amount of tape on it. So, very, very, very secure package here. Oh, we have a book. I felt like this was kind of heavy. Huh. Check this out. This is a New York Times bestseller. The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls, author of Half Broke Horses. I'm going to assume that the gentleman that sent this was sending this book for my wife. I'm just going to go out on a limb, but you know, we'll look into that. All right, we've got a Civivi pouch, a Kaiser pouch, some bubble wrap. We've got a note here, and another knife. Okay, let's see here. Yes, this is definitely for Molly. It says, if Molly can still read after her lobotomy, this will help her pass the time or help her fall asleep while she recovers. For those that don't know, my wife just recently had a surgery a couple of days ago, a fairly major one. She spent a night in the hospital. But she is home now and doing well, just, you know, sore and tired and just kind of the normal stuff after surgery. So thanks so much for all your guys' well wishes and support. Yeah, that's been really fantastic, and we really appreciate it. All right, so the Glass Castle, little reading material for my wife. We'll just set that over here, get it out of the way. All right, let's take a look and see what we got in this Kaiser pouch here. Oh, that's an interesting one. So, a lot of texturing on this titanium. I do not know what model this is. It's not overly rough. They did a nice job of kind of rounding all the edges and corners, but definitely a lot of texturing. So, the shape doesn't really follow it, but this is like a peanut knife. It's kind of interesting. The flipper tab on this really forces you to have, it's a relatively short handle, but a good sized blade. Okay, so this is the Kaiser gun hammer, I guess. A Daryl Ralph design, it says. And I don't know if that's, if these are numbered, but it's number 732. Interesting. Yep, S35VN. Does have a little bit of recurve to it, but this will be really cool to do some mod work to, and yeah, nice. External stop pin there with the thumb stud. Not really, I guess it probably, yeah, works just fine as a thumb stud. One of the interesting things here is this flipper tab. I don't really care for that. So you actuate the lock bar and then the flipper hits you in the thumb. And then, yeah, I suppose it's okay. And maybe that helps you from letting the blade close on your fingers. But just, yeah, a little weird, kind of interesting thing. Flipper tab's very comfortable. You can see it's very well rounded and has jimping on it. Yeah, cool knife for sure. All right, what else we got? Check out this Spydercos pouch. Oop. Got some poison for the trolls. And we've got this little guy. And now, I can't remember what this thing's called. I have seen this before. It's a Tucson model. M390, night morning design, tie scale or tie frame. And it's just a friction folder. So there are no detents or anything here. And yeah, kind of a nice little... And then that's going to be a cap lifter right there. So a little bit of a multi-tool, just something you can drop in your pocket or coin pocket, whatever. Alrighty. And then let's get the tape cut off of this one. Okay. All right, so this here is a Boker knife, and this is a Wilhelmsen design. So this is from Mikkel Wilhelmsen, knife designer from Denmark, I think. I've featured some of his other knives, his actual branded stuff, on the channel a while back. Check out those videos. I actually posted a couple videos about it, but Mikkel wasn't real happy with me. But that's how it goes sometimes. Centering is off a lot on this one. Let's see. No, it's not loose. So we got no blade play here, but centering is way off. So that's kind of interesting. We might be able to correct that potentially. This one here is number 1184. Interesting. It does have a hollow grind on this blade. I don't see anything. Oh, 440C. Let me see if I can show that. There you go. 440C on the blade steel. All right, well, so those are the three that came in to get some work done. And here is the new package from Spydercos. So let's see what they're sending out, what the latest and greatest coming out of Spydercos is. I do receive emails about this, but I actually have not read this particular email to know what's in this package yet. I think my wife did. But let's get into it. Apparently we have 2 items in here. There we go. Oh, I see a little hint of orange right there. What do we got? Oh, these are good ones. Both of them good ones. So first up, boom. This is. Well, let's take a look at the paper first. Let's do that. Being black and orange, you can only assume this is a Cutlery Shop exclusive, which yes, it is, and very, very nice colorway. I like the black and orange, but you can pause that and take a look at the paperwork. This happens to be the Native Chief Orange G10, which looks fantastic, and CTS-XHP, gorgeous, gorgeous knife, blacked out hardware, blacked out blade. Oh yeah, and they did all the backspacer and lock bar. Beautiful. That is fantastic. I love it. So as you guys know, there was a Cutlery Shop exclusive Shaman that just came out recently in the same variation with Orange G10 and XHP. And then we've got this one right here. This is an interesting one. I did not know this was coming, but this will be the first variant of this knife. So you can pause and read that right here. This is a DLT Trading exclusive. Super cool. Let's get the tape off of this. Came in bubble wrap, which means that this is a overseas made Spyderco. Other than a few maybe of the like really special models, the ones coming from Golden, Colorado always come in just a clear plastic bag like this, where Seiki City generally comes in a little bubble wrap sleeve. Check that out. This is a gray G10 instead of the carbon fiber, and it is the Kapara. It's rocking CPM 20 CV blade steel. So you can see right up here in this corner. It's very, very small. This is a design from Alistair Phillips. Really love the Kapara. Just a beautiful knife. This one is perfectly centered, and action is flawless right out of the box. This thing is perfect. Oh yeah. So they did this is going to have the CQI changes, so it's got a pivot bushing, which really improved the action. Not that the original one wasn't good, but I really love the Kapara. The Kapara is just a fantastic knife. It's good in every single way. Ergonomics are great. And this one being in 20 CV is really, really fantastic. Love the wire clip. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you can also put the CME on the old Kapara. So if you guys go back and check out a few of my videos, I did a video not long ago making the ultimate Kapara. You guys can check that video out. I did a lot of custom work to the Kapara and made a custom backspacer as well as a custom CME for it that all matched. Really cool. I really love the way it turned out, and yeah, this is a badass knife for sure. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way, and you guys know the deal. Now we're gonna check and see if Spyderco still knows how to sharpen a knife. So we got the old edge tester here, and we're gonna find out. Oop. Get this centered up here. Tear that out. All right, we'll start with the Native Chief in XHP. Let me turn the light on. Maybe that'll help show up better on the screen. Here we go, here we go. So for those that don't know, we're looking for a number under 200 is a really good factory edge. So let's see what we're working with here. 155. 155 on the Native Chief. So really nice edge. Anything under 200 is a really spectacular edge coming right out of the box, and 155 is definitely a good number. We have had a couple of Spydercos that were sub 100, but that's very rare. And just to give you an idea of scale here, anything under 350 on this machine is still shaven arm hair. So give you an idea of how sharp these knives are. 155 is definitely a good number. So let's see this 20 CV coming out of Seiki City. That just felt good. So the 20 CV on the Kapara, 130. Definitely a fantastic number there. So Seiki City did this one right. And yeah, this thing's just great. Action, perfect. So there we go. There's the two latest offerings from Spyderco. Two awesome knives. I love both of these knives. Both of them are just really great designs. The Native Chief is a beast of a knife, and pretty stabby, but just a really, really great lockback. The Capara, yeah, love to see this coming out in some variations with upgraded steel. The gray G10 also looks good. The only thing I wish they would have textured the G10 a bit. You know, the Capara is really small up in this area, and in its stock form without a CME on here, it's not difficult to actuate the compression lock here, but you can drop the knife. I've seen several people drop a Capara just because it's polished G10. The original Capara was polished carbon fiber, which was even a little bit slicker. The G10 has just a tiny bit more traction to it, but I still think that they should have textured this. Would have gone a long ways. But anyway, they chose to keep it smooth. I'm gonna assume that Alistair Phillips is the one that likes the smooth handle, but maybe not. Maybe that's something that Spyderco chose to do. I know some knife designers, when they do a collaboration with Spyderco, I've talked to a few different people that have said that Spyderco makes some changes to your design that you do not get a say in. So that might be one of them. I'm not sure. I have not handled or seen a handmade or custom Capara from Alistair Phillips. Alistair is an Australian knife maker or knife designer, and I honestly don't even know if he does customs that he builds himself. He may just design knives. I'm not sure. But either way, this is a fantastic design, so he did a fantastic job with this one. All right, guys. I'm going to roll in a little bit of knife mods that I have finished up. So I got a few pictures and a short little video clip thought you guys might be interested in. So I will roll that in right now, but hopefully we'll see you guys next time and you enjoyed this video. All right, well, go check out our website. You can go there, find things like the CME for various models and different colorways. We also have these PVC morale patches and things like this. You can pick up a sweet tumbler for yourself. This is the one that I carry and use, but it's got the OCD for EDC logo on this side as well as the maker mark on the other side. We have them in different colorways. So yeah, go check it out, OCD4EDC.com. We appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good one. I wanted to show off this knife right here. This happens to be the Alliance Design Slim Pickens. This was sent in to me by a viewer to do some mod work, and I'm really pumped on the way this thing came out. It's beautiful. You know, I try and do things a little differently than other folks that are doing similar type mods. And so, you know, I did the lightning strike ano on this thing. I also brushed the hardware to match the button here, and then acid washed the blade. Pretty sure this one is M390. I don't believe that it's marked on the blade, but really awesome hollow grind on this knife. And the Slim Pickens is just a gorgeous knife. The action is fantastic. Now, this is not, I did not resharpen this. The owner of this knife wanted to put an edge back on it himself. But you can see here the ano, and it's really cool. You know, I like to incorporate all the colors, and so I got the kind of bronze and purple on this end with kind of all the lightning strike going one direction, and then just the opposite of that on the other side. So the purple and bronze. It's really overcast today, so the lighting's not really showing it for what it truly is, but in person it's quite beautiful. Anyway, you can see the purples and bronze on this end, and then the blues and and silver and whatnot on the other. Action on this knife is really fantastic, and you know, it's a good sized button lock. You don't see too many good sized button locks. But I also modified the titanium just slightly. I gave a little bit of a choil here, so originally the tie stuck out past the blade, and so now it matches, with the exception of just that little tiny bit of flipper tab sticking out there. But I also rounded all the edges just slightly. They were a little bit sharp, so you know, if you set it next to, you'd have to have another one next to it to really see those differences, because they are very kind of minimal, but the feeling in hand is really fantastic. In this grip, it works well. Choking up is great. The finger choil works well. Just a cool knife all the way around. Now, this is the full size. They do make a mini Slim Pickens as well. This is the full size Slim Pickens. Definitely a really cool knife. And like I said, love the hollow grind on the blade. But all the way around, you can see the Alliance Designs logo there. All the way around, I really like it. The acid wash turned out really nice. And of course, the anodizing, brushed the pocket clip, brushed the hardware. Yeah, it's cool. You know, the lighting, it's really difficult to show these kinds of knives off on camera. The lighting just never does them any justice. Natural light generally is the way to go with these, but today just so happens to be cloudy as hell and overcast, so you know, that's kind of the luck that I have, I suppose. But anyway, the gentleman that owns this knife, I hope he loves it. I really love it. It's beautiful. Action is fantastic, and yeah, it's definitely a cool one, that's for sure. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and if you have an opportunity to pick up an Alliance Design Slim Pickens, I fully recommend it. It makes really good noises too. Yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, guys, there you go. I'm out.